camps that had some comforts. I hesitate to use that term.
Yeah.
But they supposedly had a reticulated shower system. Do you remember that? Did you ever see it?
I can't remember that. I don't think I was there very long.
No. And what work were you doing when you were in Hintok?
Seemed to be carting logs and things for a sort of a trestle or something or other.
Yes. A trestle bridge.
Bridge, yeah.
Were you dragging the logs? Were you cutting them, or what were you doing?
Dragging them along.
Yeah.
I saw a few elephants, but not many.
No.
Yeah, saw the elephants trying to roll the logs one day, and yeah.
And do you remember a cemetery in that camp? Hintok?
I can't remember a cemetery.
Can you remember monkeys or apes?
Oh yeah, I remember monkeys and things. Yeah. And that's when my mate Jimmy Gilmore got cholera, and he was in a camp, and I think that might have been at K2 when he got that. And we were going out one day to work, and we passed where he was, because they kept the cholera patients separated. And I remember he got up on his, when he saw us going past with shovels, I thought he thinks we're going to dig his grave. He was one of the few that recovered.
Yes, yeah. From Hintok Mountain Camp, where did you go to?
Back to Tarso by barge.
Oh, you went down by barge. So you must have walked downhill to the river. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Did you walk, or you?
Yeah, or dragged ourselves down there. I was sick then. I had dysentery and malaria, and I got on this barge down to Tarso. I can't remember how long I was in Tarso, but it must have been a few weeks or months.
Do you remember anything about Tarso camp? Was it a big camp?
Yeah, a big camp, and it was near the river, near the river edge.
And do you remember anything about the railway passing through Tarso? Was there workshops, or were there sidings?
No.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. That's where I remember pinching a tin of oil out of the Jap guard room when they weren't looking with my mate, Peter Westlake. I said to him, there's some cooking oil in there. And he said, oh Jesus. I said, come on. We got away with it too.
Yeah. Would you say that you were very courageous? What drove you to do that?
Survival.
Yes.
I stole a tin of meat and vegetables out of the Jap guard tent. It was almost like I planned a robbery. I knew where it was stacked near the tent, and it got dark, and I went past. I put my hand under it, grabbed this tin of meat and vegetables. I went back. I remember Dick Ridgewell saying, "Where the hell did you get that?" I can't remember how we opened the tin, because I don't know a tin opener, but somebody must have got it open.
Yes.
No, it was not crazy, it was just survival.
Yeah.
If I'd been caught, it would have been curtains.
Now you had this. Were you aware in Tarso of any mentally unbalanced prisoners of war?
Oh yes, some of them got to the stage they didn't want to live anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, some of them had chucked the towel in, and were just lying there and wished they weren't there.
Yeah. And were you, whilst in Tarso, were you only with Aussies, or do you remember being with some Brits?
Only with Aussies.
Was that because you were all kept together, or?
Oh, I think so, yeah. No, I can never remember being in a camp where I was mixed up with Englisher, and they were always Aussies together.
And who was your, did you have one of your own officers with you?
Can't remember.
No.
Can't remember.
And where did you go to after Tarso?
Down to Tambourine. No, to Chiang Kai.
Oh, Chiang Kai, right.
Chiang Kai.
Oh, now how did you get down there?
I think I better go on the train. And I don't know.
Yes.
For sure.
Did you, Is it possible that you went down by barge?
It is possible.
Well, if you did go down by barge, do you remember anything about it? You know?
No, can't remember. Just remember being in Chiangkai for about October. The railway line was finished.
Well, the line could certainly have been finished by then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't maybe finished all the way through, but they were able to move up and down. If you went down by train, do you remember anything about the train? Was it a small diesel pulling coaches, or was it a steam engine?
Steam engine, I think it was. Steam engine.
Yeah. So you then went to Chiangkai.
Yeah.
Did you go there because you were ill?
I think so, yes. Yeah, but I wasn't as bad as a lot of them.
No.
I was still able to walk around, and I picked up a bit there.
So if a doctor made a decision that you had to go down to the Chiangkai, which was a hospital camp, would you have any idea who that might have been? Now this is a hard one. Did you ever know of an Australian dentist being in Chiangkai, in Tarsal?
No.
Even if I mentioned the name Finnemore, Captain Finnemore, wouldn't mean anything to you. No, that's fine.
No, can't help.
Okay, when you went down to Chiangkai, was that a big camp?
Oh yes, big camp.
And was it close to the river?
Yes. Yes, that's where I can remember.
And
that's where I got my job of collecting bamboo, dry bamboo for the cookhouse.
Yes.
Going out over the other side of the river and collecting all these fallen bamboos and tying them up in a big bundle and floating them back across the river to the cookhouse.
And also at Chiangkai, do you remember anything about the toilets? Were they fairly refined, or?
No, I think they were just pits and ground with just boards across the top, and one poor fellow fell in one day and terrible. He had to rush down the river to wash himself off.
Yeah.
Terrible. And chaps had dysentery and not making it at night to the toilets and things like that.
Now, if you went down there in October, maybe between October and December, the monsoon was over.
Yeah.
Was there evidence that could you see evidence that the river had been really very high and just about right into the camp?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. The river had been up. Yeah.
Now, in Chiangkai, was it mainly Brits or mainly Aussies or what?
No, there was Pommies, a lot of English. Yeah.
Would they be in the majority?
Oh, I think they might have been the majority. Yeah. A lot of.
Do you remember the name of the senior British officer in the camp?
No.
Now I'm going to lead you now. I'm going to ask you, and I know you'll know that this question's coming, but you don't remember a Canadian Jacob Markovich, or Captain Jacob Markovich, who was a doctor in that camp?
No, I don't remember him. No.
So, where did you go to from Chiangkai?
To Tamarkan. Or
Tamwan.
Tamwan, yeah.